Is it just me or is this like you never stop? So what did you Oh right, I understand. Yeah, I understand that, but it's like I think it's okay. It's not. It's like still just say it isn't. I can do Thursday. That was close. I didn't even hear about it. This is a big problem. We have like an extreme and we have two. We actually have three babies. We have more limiters. I'm pretty available. We have more limiters. If you guys want to go, I'll do that. No one is telling anything. No one is giving everyone. You gotta be. That's my next parliamentarian tip of the week. Send you and stuff. Okay, I really want to hear more stuff about the story. So there are people who. Yeah, I'm fine. I like it.
Circuits, physics,
So do you know that, like, which I'm allowed. It's happened before. So.
oh yeah.
Okay, so this part, what happened? I like how you do this, how you say the presentation. Like that really helps. Okay. Wait, what happened? US? Oh my god. What? Oh, what was the letter? No. What was it? Just America. It happened.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it only lasts 2 years, opposed to 2 years.
Should get recertified. No, just to let us know why.
Yeah. Do we know why?
I told him we have a meeting about it. And I said it could be something in the hospital.
I thought they were interchangeable. The only thing is that one expires before the other.
We can ask.
That was my understanding. Because I came in with American Cross.
It's different stuff.
American Red Cross.
I think I lost my benefit.
Because that's what I did for my EMT.
We did AHA.
Laura Miner never did go back. She was in those home
Ready?
I got my ticket already. Last night.
For what? No, I'm not sure. I don't even know.
Good evening. I'm looking around and I'm trying really hard to find someone right now that isn't business casual. And I think I lost. Should I do it now or should I do it at announcements?
Let's do it now.
James, we don't need this on camera. This really isn't that good of a story, but it's kind of ironic if you know anything about me. I broke the tendon in my finger. One day I was getting dressed like I normally do, and I went to tuck my shirt in, and apparently pushed a little bit too aggressively, and heard a pop, and I pulled out my hand, and after tucking in my shirt, my finger was drooped to about 60 degrees. And so I went to the emergency room. The nurses laughed at me. The doctor said, "Oh, this is a pretty common injury in football." And so I snapped the tendon in my finger, tucking my shirt in. And there is the story. Thank you for dressing so well tonight. Welcome to GA. Could you please take attendance?
Okay. Representative Adesholu. Present and voting. Okay. Representative Bagat.
Present and voting.
Representative Crawley.
Present and voting.
Representative Haas.
Present and voting.
Representative Hamilton.
Present and voting.
Representative Hammond. Representative Han. Representative Kawashima.
Present and voting.
Representative Moser.
Present and voting.
Representative Pundit.
Present and voting.
Representative Pujara.
Present and voting.
Representative Perlowski.
Present and voting.
Representative Baisley.
Present and voting.
Representative Bell.
Present and voting.
Representative Downey.
Proxy.
Representative Hoffman.
Present and voting.
Representative Lupton.
Present and voting.
Representative Williams. Representative Thompson. Representative Brubaker.
Present and voting.
Representative Sagawa.
Present and voting.
Representative Taylor.
Present and voting.
Representative In.
Present voting.
Representative Fernandez.
Present voting.
Representative Sedina. Sedana.
Present voting.
Sorry. Representative Asaf.
Present voting.
Representative Gunasekar.
Present voting.
Representative Moeller.
Proxy voting.
Representative Radinsik.
Present voting.
Representative Brubaker. Oh, Birkenfelder. Birkenfelder.
Present voting.
Representative Iannitti.
Present voting.
Representative Zhang.
Present voting.
Representative Irick.
Present and voting.
Representative Lux.
Present voting.
Representative Tyken.
Present voting.
Treasurer Shaw.
Present.
Speaker Douglas.
Present.
Parliamentarian Agrawal.
Present.
Vice President Nguyen.
Present voting.
Vice President Sanford.
Present voting.
Vice President Wang.
Present voting.
Vice President Weber.
Present voting.
President Pinder.
Present voting.
Thank you.
Wonderful. And are there any guests with us tonight? Could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Dennis Matthews. I'm a sophomore. I'm running for the College of Arts and Sciences representative.
Okay. Welcome.
I'm Emily Captain. I'm running for engineering.
Welcome. Any others? Yes.
I'm Chris Hernandez, former Vice President of Education Technology.
Welcome back. Very good. Could we all please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. President Pinder.
Were there any changes to the roll call this morning?
Are there any changes to the roll call? Have any members of the assembly resigned since our last assembly? Okay.
Oh, you mean like? Oh yeah. We had 2 people resign. I think.
Who were they?
Leah Cross and Caitlin Pavel.
Board reports now. President Pinder.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. As I said in my board report last week, I was out of town. I was in the Big Easy, New Orleans, for a big job conference, so I had a lot of fun. So the executive committee was hard at work last week. They discussed administrative chat rooms. How many of you guys had fun last week at administrative chat room? Okay, about half. All right. It's not good feedback. Okay. All right. Well, I had a lot of fun. We got a lot of good feedback from administrators, so we're still on the planning process, trying to improve the event for next year. So thank you guys for all you guys who came last week. Next week is what? And where is that? What time? Cool. So do not come here at 7 o'clock next week. Hopefully I'll have Media Vision here so they can film if anybody comes strolling in at 7 o'clock asking where's GA. Please, please, please come at 6 o'clock for Student State University address. Bring 3 friends. It's going to be a great event. So I just want to make sure you guys have that marked on your calendar. Please, please, please come. It's really important. This is the first time the President Steiner has done this. So please, please, please come. Okay? Everything else is in my board report, so I'm open to points. Representative Lupton.
Yeah, in your board report, you say that the committee allocated $200 for a co-sponsorship project on environment and gender. Can you touch on what that is and what's the qualifications on giving out co-sponsorships? Like, what do you base funding?
Okay, well, since I wasn't here, I can't really speak on the project Men and Gender, but I'll let Mintree speak on that co-sponsorship. But I'll just tell you the criteria for all executive co-sponsorships. It's basically anything that that they want USG's name on, saying that USG co-sponsored that event. So we'll look at, how many people are attending the event, how efficiently the money's being used, what the money is going to, and then whether we think this is a good event or not. So we'll have somebody come in and speak on the event, and then the executive board will make a decision. Okay? Mintree, can you talk about the executive co-sponsorship last week?
Yeah, actually, I could bring something up on the screen whenever, but I don't remember as much of it. It's an event we've started the previous couple of years, like 3 years. The Women's Center does it. This year they have a theme, and the theme is man and gender. The previous years they've had other themes. I can bring it up in a second.
Okay, good. Any other points?
Thank you, President Pinder. Vice President Nguyen.
Great to see everybody. I hope you stayed dry. I didn't. A lot of stuff happened in student life. We met last Thursday. In my board report, you'll see there that I've designated some of the initiatives that we are taking care of right now. Those are just the ones that are, up in front and coming, but that doesn't mean we're working on other stuff as well, because everything is just being worked on. But among these topics, Student Life Committee also is working in conjunction with Career Center to provide a program called Diversity 360. One of our committee, or one of our representatives, Ali Pulaski, is actually sitting on that board with Vice President Mobley and the Office of the Career Center. So the program itself is going to be on November 16th from 6 to 7:30. I myself will be a panelist, as well as other professors and faculty staff members on campus. We'll be talking about diversity and career and how you can, just come. It'll be a great time. Other than that, I would like to refer you to all of the stuff in my board report. There's a lot of stuff there. We got new, I would like to welcome Wen Lei and Chen Chiang from the International Student Club. They will now sit on my committee as the International Student Ambassadors and hopefully work with me on a few issues related to the international student population. Other than that, please remember to get your flu shots. I've listed the schedule there for you. Let your constituencies know. This is really important. The school is giving it for free. Other people are like cutting and dying because they need flu shots. So the line's really huge, but there's like a couple dates there, so make sure you keep that in mind. Other than that, I am open to points.
Representative Bagat.
What's the progress on nomination for the campus center and the master plan?
Nominations are good. I've had a few names. I would appreciate more, even if you guys, the more the merrier. I am talking with Margaret Carney in the next couple of weeks to form a meeting soon. So if you guys could get me names as soon as possible. I have a couple right now, a handful. But again, the more the merrier.
Thank you, Vice President Nguyen.
Thank you.
Vice President Wang.
Evening. Hope everyone had a good weekend. 2 things I want to emphasize. Last Thursdays, I was at a faculty senate meeting. 2 things that Provost Bazelak would like to emphasize is 1, the flu shots. They're free. Make sure you do get them. The student health concern is one of the top priorities on Provost Bazelak's list. Second of all is the State of the University address. Please spread the word personally, like actually go up there and talk to your friends about it, tell them to go, it's really important. And I quote President Snyder on that. And the second thing, Dean Wolkowitz has approached me on various committees regarding academics. We need student representatives on the committee. There's the Committee on Educational Programs in the College of Arts and Sciences. We like 2 people for that. Undergraduate Education Committee in the K School of Engineering. We need 1 engineering student, and also the Subcommittee on Curriculum of the Faculty Senate Committee. We'd like 2 students for that. And if you guys are interested, please talk to me. If you have friends who are interested, have them shoot me an email. I'd be glad to help them out and fill them in on the details. I'm open to points.
Thank you, Vice President Wang. I'm sorry.
Do you know
President Hopp.
time commitment of being on one of these committees?
No, sorry, Dean Wolkowitz not specify that with me. What? Yeah, but I can find out.
Thank you, Vice President Wang. Vice President Weber.
I have no board report, only points.
Thank you. Vice President Sanford.
I do want to apologize that I don't have a written report, but I do have a quick couple things to say. Student State of the University address, you've heard a lot about it. There are flyers, the bright pink and blue ones on the front table. Please take some and hang some up. We are also going to be painting the wall and chalking on Sunday night, so meet at 10 o'clock at the wall, and we'll get to start that. Other fun things coming up. Homecoming, I know it's pretty far away. It's after fall break, actually the week after, but on Friday of homecoming, the 23rd at 2 p.m., we're going to be throwing a tailgate. This is a large Meet the Representatives event thrown by USG. Jolly Scholar will be providing food. So from the caucuses, I need you guys to start thinking about people that you want to invite. This can be faculty, staff, and administration, and look for an email from me detailing more what I need from you. But that's coming up, so start thinking about that. And the Meet the Representatives video, we will start shooting that next week. The song was I Got a Feeling, so. And unfortunately, Dwayne's not exactly happy about that, but that's okay. And I'm gonna give the rest of my time to Representative Bell and Representative Taylor.
Alrighty, so we have a fun little thing for everybody. It's the survey you guys filled out. So we have candy. Nice little butterfinger for whoever can guess who this representative is. Alright, we're gonna list off 3 things. This person, strangest thing this representative has ever done is he or she ate dog food when they were 3 years old. Keith?
It's Gary.
Wow.
For the record, I have never eaten dog food in my life.
Incorrect. All right. Let's see. This person is scared of forgetting how to play piano. Jalen? There you go. It's Jalen.
All right. This representative prefers to say Coke. Could be a lot of you. This person has a special talent. They can rap, or that's what they think. Any guesses?
Representative Beasley.
Have you heard me rap? I can't rap.
No, sorry. The strangest thing this person has ever ate is dinosaurs.
Is it Representative Assad?
Yes, it is.
Wait, who is it? Representative Assad.
Stand up.
Wave, wave.
Is it like a gum
Anything else from the Public Relations Committee's board report?
Good.
Representative Lupton?
Point of information, where do we find those nifty papers that you read from? Okay. Cool, thanks.
Any other points? Thank you. Representative Magat.
Do we need volunteers to represent USG in the race?
If anyone would like to represent USG in the 5K homecoming race, please talk to me or Gary.
Yes, I can. Representative, Fajar?
You given the flags to Beverly and Wade?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
Any other points for the Public Relations Committee? Thank you. From the IT Committee, Representative Hernandez.
Good evening, everyone. Just a couple developments in the world of information technology. So, as of last week, this university is officially connected to Collegiate Link. By officially connected, I mean that you can go to case.collegiatelink.net, sign into Collegiate Link, and you will see a blank screen. And that's because we haven't actually started to work on implementation yet. But however, we are officially connected to their system, and I'm sure that the IT and finance committees will have a lot to work on this semester in terms of implementation and introduction to student groups. Also, as some of you may or may not know, the contractor that used to work on IT issues, Perceptus, is no longer on campus. They are now CDI. And there is now a second walk-in center located on Bellflower Road, sort of by the Starbucks. And there's a brand new center they've been working on, and it's really nice, and you should go there if you have any problems. And so that's it. I'm open to points.
Representative Brubaker.
Point of information, can you elaborate on Collegiate Link a little bit, what exactly that is?
So basically, Collegiate Link is a networking site for student groups on campus, specifically tailored at student organizations. Each organization will get a web page. They will be able to advertise events. They'll have a discussion board for members. It's also a way for both USG and student organizations to keep track of their finances. So the finance system will be integrated with Collegiate Link. It'll all be done online. And plus, there are lots of other features that will greatly aid in the way that student organizations are run.
So we replaced Perceptus with this new IT help.
With CDI.
It's replaced. Okay, and
yes.
Is the walk-in in what Sears, where Perceptus used to be? Do you know if that's still going to be there in that hallway, or is the walk-in just going to be that new one?
There will still be one in Sears.
There will be. Okay. That's good.
Representative Crawley.
Are they providing the same, like exactly the same services?
Yes.
Okay.
Any other points? Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. Treasurer Shah, you have a report?
No board report, no reports.
Okay, thank you. Are there any caucus reports this week?
Hi, everyone. So the engineering caucus met, I guess, 2 weeks ago, I think. And recent developments yesterday, which was Monday, we had a representative go to 7 of the core engineering classes just to introduce ourselves, and we trying to get the word out about the caucus email.
So that went well. We're having an event on Friday on the quad. We're going to be giving out Freezy Pops and just introducing ourselves and asking for feedback. We're going to stick a flyer in Nord, which we hope to get done tomorrow or Thursday, just to put on tables in Nord with like all our contact information. And then lastly, we are in the process of contacting Dean Tien to just set up a meeting with the caucus just to like establish that line of connection. So yeah, open to points.
President Pinder?
Will there be a survey with the Freezy Pop event?
We decided to opt not to do a survey because we did that last year. We had a survey and we're still working on using those results. And this, we really just want people to come and take a Freezy Pop and meet us. We don't want a survey attached, so.
Is that at 12:30?
Yeah, 12:30, yeah. So yeah, stop by and grab a Freezy Pop if you would like.
Any other points for the engineering caucus?
It may be prudent to position yourselves in front of Strauss after the meeting crowd shows. You want to take influx of people.
That is very good advice. All
Any
right.
other points for the engineering caucus? Thank you, Representative Baisley. Representative Teschler?
The Arts and Sciences Caucus hasn't met yet since retreat, but I'd like to remind all of you that we have a caucus meeting this evening after we finish GA.
And that caucus meeting will be in Adelbert 101. Any other caucus reports? Okay. Yes, Representative Saab?
I mean, really quickly, same thing for freshman caucus. We'll be walking down to 20, we'll just meet in the lobby at the wing after this.
Are you having a meeting?
Yeah, the USG freshman caucus meeting
Okay.
after GA.
Any other caucus reports? All right. Our parliamentarian tip of the week. Parliamentarian Agarwal.
Okay. This week, my tip hopes to answer any questions I've been receiving about attendance. So as a representative, you have to attend General Assembly, committee meetings, and caucus meetings. And I'm looking to see how many white binders there are. I don't see too many, but there should be a document in there about elected representative, good job, Gary, elected representative responsibilities, responsibilities of the representative, and it's explicitly stated in point 4 that up to 3 absences from General Assembly or standing committee meetings are allowed per semester without sending a proxy. 1 absence from a caucus meeting per semester is allowed without sending a proxy. So with that said, please watch your attendance. If you're unsure how many GAs you've missed, ask Mega. Committee secretaries and caucus secretaries should also be taking attendance and roll call, and I hope to check in with all these people on their attendance at the end of each month. It might seem a little bit strict, but it's my responsibility to make sure that you're doing your responsibilities. And if you don't attend these meetings, you can't do your responsibilities. So if anybody has any more questions concerning attendance, please come and talk to me. Thanks. Yes.
Representative Lupton?
How would one go about, touch on very, very briefly, how would one go about changing the Constitution? So say I don't like the 1 absence and I want it to be 2 absences. How would one go about that? Very briefly.
You would probably come and talk to me or come up to the Judicial Board, because the Judicial Board is the one that makes the constitutional changes and amendments. So you would come to a Judicial Board meeting and propose the change, and we would see if we accept it or not. Simple as that.
Thank you, Parliamentarian Agarwal. Is there anyone to speak on behalf of the Student Sustainability Council tonight? Okay. Is there a representative from the Election Commission? Representative Perlowski? Could you please?
So, elections are over. We successfully had our election for the stores representative last week. And congratulations to Kevin Muller, but also congratulations to Andrew Brown for a really great election. Approximately 40 to 45% of the students who live in stores voted. So that really speaks volumes to them PRing and really getting in contact with the people in their dorm.
We voted by paper ballots, which was allowed by the Constitution. It's something that USG hasn't done in a really long time, but we feel like it was a very successful choice. Other than that, thank you guys for a great election period, and congratulations to the freshman caucus as they are all together now. I'm open to points.
Thank you. At this time, we are going to open nominations for a position in the School of Engineering. And to clarify this, there are 2 vacancies in the School of Engineering currently. One of them will be filled tonight. The one that we are opening nominations for now must be tabled for a week, so we can't vote on this one. So, that being said, yes.
Point of inquiry, are we opening nominations for 2 engineering representatives tonight?
We have one, you have 2 vacancies now, is that correct? In your caucus?
We should have 3, I think.
2 people resided the past week, though, correct?
And we had one open.
Representative Cross and Representative
Right.
Howell. Okay.
Whose spot are we electing tonight?
We are electing a spot from 3 weeks ago because we haven't met as an assembly.
Yeah, 3. Yeah,
We
I was right.
have 3 vacancies. Okay. So we have 3 positions open. 1 can be elected tonight, 2 cannot. There's currently 1 nomination already for that second position, and those nominations are still open. If we can suspend Robert's rules for a second and I can explain, because I think I lost a lot of you. There are 3 open spots in engineering right now. 2 of them were just vacated since our last assembly, so we can't elect those tonight. So those have to sit on the table. So we will vote on those next week. We are voting on 1 School of Engineering position that was open 2 weeks ago. And there is 1 nomination for that. Additional people can be nominated and voted in on tonight for that 1 position. But there are 2 that will remain open. Is this is it impossible?
Yeah.
So there's actually 2 people running for 1 position, only 1 arts and sciences person running for arts and sciences.
Right. I have that.
The number 2 should be a 1, and I'm going to make you move down.
Mhm.
Do you want 1 person voting, not 2?
Correct. There's a typo there. So there are 2 people running right now, for 1 vacancy tonight. And there are 2 additional vacancies that we can't vote on until next week. Is everyone okay on this? Keith?
Is Robert's rules back in order?
What's your
I
question?
was just gonna move to close nominations for that 1 spot 2 weeks ago.
We're going to get to that. We have to do nominations and then elections, as
gotcha.
dictated by the agenda.
Okay.
So at this time, we can resume session. There are 2 vacancies in the College of Engineering. We will now open nominations for 2 representative vacancies in the College of Engineering to be voted on in next 2 weeks from now in General Assembly. Are there any nominations? Representative Bell?
I'd like to nominate Logan Hubbard.
Second.
Any other nominations? Representative Hernandez?
Nominate Mark Cruiser.
Second.
Other nominations? As a reminder, nominations don't need to be seconded. Teshala?
I'd like to nominate Michael Hotman.
Are there any other nominations? Thank you. Oh, Representative Breckenfelder?
Can I preemptively nominate whoever doesn't get the position tonight?
They can be nominated afterwards, so yes. Email Divya to remind her, if you would, please. Thank you. Any other nominations? Okay. Nominations will remain open. We'll now move into elections, beginning with the Vice President for Information Technology. There are currently 2 people nominated. Are there any additional nominations for the Vice President of Information Technology? Representative Breckenfelder? Okay. Nominations are now closed. We'll move into elections. Is Mr. Knapfel here? Okay. So, Mr. Thompson, if you would take the podium, please. And because of the number of elections that we have tonight, it will be 30 seconds to speak and 1 minute to field questions.
Good
Good evening, General Assembly. My name is Skylar Thompson. While I talk about my technical expertise in my letter of intent, I know that it is also very important for the Vice President of Information Technology to be an effective communicator with the students, faculty, and administration. This means being able to break down into simple, easy to understand language of technical items. This I know I am able to do. I have been supporting computer systems for years, and this has given me experience in this area. Another important part of the Vice President of Information Technology's job is working with exec. The job ranges from updating groups on the websites to helping run the elections. In fact, in this past election cycle, the election system broke, and I was heavily involved in trying to fix it, and then counting the votes manually when it was determined it couldn't be fixed. I have looked over the goals that were set at retreat, and I believe that the IT committee can have a big role in making sure that they are successful. Accountability to the students is a great example. When the website is redesigned with a new template, it will be a great time to make it more accessible to the general student population. For example, finding the minutes and agendas for this year, it takes a few clicks, and it's not very intuitive. So I thank you for your vote.
Are there any questions for Representative Thompson? Representative Lupton.
Can you speak about any leadership experiences that you've had either while serving on the committee that deal specifically with information technologies with Case Western Reserve University?
So speak specifically to leadership on the committee?
Not leadership on your committee, more of speaking, like working with maybe the Dean of Information Technologies or administration in the information technologies at Case.
Well, while I've met with Joel Kraft last year, and I've also, I remember specifically last year there was an issue with access services, and I met with the person who runs access services to get, it was an issue with the social security numbers again last year on the cards, and I went to access services and got that issue resolved. So,
any additional questions? Thank you. Mr. Thompson, if you'd please step outside. Representative Pendat, would you mind getting the door behind him? Would you mind getting the door behind him? And Matt Naffel cannot be with us tonight as stated in his letter of intent, so I hope you'll take the time to review that if you have not done so already. And discussion is now open. We will limit discussion to 5 minutes. Representative Pulaski.
So, for Skylar to say that the election system broke, that he had a small hand in fixing it, is a real understatement. If he would not have created this program, we would have had to count every single vote by hand and verify them all by hand.
This time we will move into elections for the College of Arts and Science representative. Are there any additional nominations? College of Arts and Science. Yes.
I'd like to nominate Kelly Herrick.
Are there any additional nominations? Representative Lupton?
Just checking, is Dennis Matthews been nominated? Oh, yes, okay. Well,
Dennis Matthews is not on my record. Would you like to nominate him?
yes.
Thank you. Are there any additional nominations? Representative Haas? Correct.
So are we calling them to see if they accept currently?
Dennis is here currently.
Kelly is not
I'm speaking on behalf of her. It's on yeah. It's been discussed.
Are there any additional nominations? Representative Lupton? Okay. Nominations are now closed. Is Matthew Demarest here? No, he's not. Okay. And Kelly Herrick is not here as well. So that leaves Mr. Matthews. Yes.
I was told that I could speak for
I'm going to have to defer that question. Can there be a speaker on behalf of a candidate? There can? Okay. Then we will go in order by alphabetical by last name. So Stephanie, if you'll take the podium. Dennis, if you could step out, please.
Hey guys, I'm speaking on behalf of Kelly. She actually apologizes for not being able to be here tonight. She is currently student directing a play, and so this is her big tech week, so she couldn't make it. And it's actually my fault that she doesn't have a letter of intent in, because I told her that I would take care of nominating her 3 weeks ago, and then I went out of town and completely forgot about it. But Kelly's a senior. She's pretty much definitive of everything the College of Arts and Sciences could be. She's an anthropology, theater, and cognitive science major, so she really spans everything that is College of Arts and Sciences. And as a senior, she has a substantial amount of leadership experience. She has held VP positions in her sorority. She was the president of the Player Theaters Group, the secretary of Case Democrats, and she was an orientation leader. And she thinks that, this is her quote, "I think that in my past 3 years at the university, I've gotten a lot of leadership experience and have gained insight into the workings of the university and how things could run better and more productively. I would love the opportunity to serve my classmates and to help make improvements to the university in my last year here." She's an amazing person. She's fun, organized, and she has succeeded in in everything that I've seen her do. So
Are there
I can
any
answer questions.
as Representative Crawley can answer them? Representative Begat?
How often do you think she might have problems like managing the theater and not making GA? Like, will that be an issue often?
No, this is actually, she's like student directing this show, and that's her big thing, and then she's not doing any other shows for the rest of the year that will require her to be there every single night.
Representative Haas?
What sparked her interest in USG during her senior years as opposed to her past years?
Yeah, I think that she's really, over the last year or so, she's gotten involved in a lot more leadership things. She took the Women in Organizations course last semester, and she's gotten involved in more leadership organizations, and I just think it was actually really funny. I ran up to her the same day to ask her if she if I could nominate her, when she was like, "I need to talk to you, I want to run for USG." And so I think that she just really is trying to make the most of her last semester and a half here. So.
Other questions? Thank you. I guess you don't need to step out since you're a voting member. If we could welcome Dennis Matthews in, please. floor is yours.
Hi, my name is Dennis Matthews. I'm a sophomore. I'm an econ major. And the reason that I'd like to run for this position is basically because as a student here, as we all are, I see a lot of problems in the collaboration between my major, which is an econ major, and the College of Arts and Sciences, which is actually what my major is in. Every single one of my classes is in PBL, and I just think it's weird that there's no collaboration between the College of Arts and Sciences and the Weatherhead schools. So that's one issue, but let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am co-chair of the AAA Finance Committee. AAA is Asian American Alliance, in case you didn't know. I'm also a member at large on the USG Finance Committee currently, waiting, if elected tonight, I'll be on that committee, as well as the Vice President of Programming for Case Republicans. So I am a sophomore. I don't have that much under my belt as far as leadership positions, but I hope that's sufficient enough. I do a lot of finance. I love finance. It's kind of weird, but I love finance. I love econ. I love business. So that's a little bit about myself. So I'm open to questions. Thank you.
Any questions for Mr. Matthews? Representative Lupton?
Could you speak about, you said you're a sophomore. Why exactly, what made you want to join USG this year? Then, why didn't you, do the general elections?
Yeah, well, I mean, basically when I saw I declared my major this semester, and when I saw the discrepancy between the schools and how lacking in certain areas of infrastructure there are, I decided that maybe if I ran and if I got elected, I'd be able to make a difference in my school and my major and my department, as well as maybe affect the lives of the other students that are in my department, as well as the College of Arts and Sciences. But last year I was just really not informed that I could have ran for USG, so I'm privileged to get to know that.
Representative Begat?
Are there any other issues you'd like to see addressed at USG?
At the moment, there's not. I'm sure that those issues will come up. There's issues everywhere, correct? So I hope that if I'm elected, that I'll be able to deal with those along with my colleagues. So.
Representative Ateshla?
I just want to clarify, did you or did you not run for the USG elections last year?
I did not. I sent in a letter of intent, and then I was not present for the meeting because I had to fly home for a medical emergency, so I was not able to be here for that. I did send in a letter of intent last year at the end, but I wasn't able to be here for that meeting, so I basically dropped it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Mr. Matthews, if you could please step out. Allow 5 minutes for discussion. We're electing one position tonight. Representative Thompson.
I have 2 points about Mr. Matthews. I think it's, number one, I think it's fantastic that he's serving on the Finance Committee already and that he already knows what committee he wants to serve on. And number 2, is there any other arts and sciences rep
We're going to count all, yeah, you're going to use one ballot for all three. So there will be 3 different names on here.
Should
by
we
the
hold
time
on
you're
for
finished.
engineering?
Yes, please. Because we have people to speak. You can wait. You don't have to write a name down now if you don't want to. Could we please have Dennis back in? Okay. We'll now move into the School of Engineering. Currently nominated is Kwanbin Day and Emily McEachran. Are there any additional nominations? Is President Thompson or Representative Thompson?
Move to close nominating.
Okay. Nominations are now closed. Is Kwanbin present? Is there a speaker on behalf? Okay. Emily, then, if you could please take the podium and address the assembly.
Hi, I'm Emily McEachran. I'm running for engineering representative. I feel that I would be an asset to student government. I have the time to be dedicated to this group. I also ran again last spring but was not elected. I really feel that USG helps make Case and student life better, and I really feel like that's the most important thing, is making everyone's Case experience memorable, and I'd like to be a part of that.
Any questions? Representative Thompson?
I've been involved in USG since I got here. So from an outsider's perspective, what's one thing that you've seen that USG's done that's affected the general student population?
Well, I know last year the whole plus-minus grading issue was a big deal. And I remember like a lot of people were divided on that, and I just thought that it was nice to see that like people could voice their opinions and like either for or against the plus-minus grading, but it was like heard. And what USG like ultimately like the voted, I think, was that they were against plus-minus grading. They were able to bring that to the administrations.
Representative Crawley?
Do you have a committee that you're interested in serving on?
I'd like to be on the Academic Affairs Committee. One reason for that is I really feel like the SAGES curriculum in the engineering department isn't necessarily compatible, and that's something I would like to work on.
Representative Lupton?
It also says in your letter of intent that you've enjoyed your time at Case, yet you feel that there are things that would make Case an even better place besides academics. Can you expand on that?
Well, I feel like Case is really lacking school spirit, and I know coming from a high school that had a huge school spirit, I feel like that's something that will really bring the Case community together, and I think that's something that USG can impact.
Thank you, Emily. If you could please step outside. And we will move into discussion. We are discussing 2 candidates. Can anyone speak on behalf of Kwanbin's commitment to this position? There's no letter of intent submitted. Do they even know that they're nominated? Does anyone know who this is? Yes, people know who this is? Yes.
I really don't know. I informed him about this, and he said sure, but he said he didn't get that email, and so I don't know.
Sent him one. I received an email from Divya saying he confirmed, like he's confirmed to like want this position, so he's running.
So he has
he's confirmed his position.
He is committed to running to this position, so he is a candidate on this ballot, but he's not present and he has no letter of intent. We are in discussion. complete your third vote, and then Parliamentarian Agarwal will collect your ballots, and we'll announce the winners for all three positions at the end of assembly. At this time, we will move into old business. Is there any old business? Seeing none, is there any new business? Seeing none, we will now have open forum. Change of pace, this is now following business. Representative Haas?
I just wanted to say for feedback on the administrative chat room, it was really effective for the, academic affairs committee. Not only did we have like riveting conversations, but I think we've already had administrators contact us with what they want. So it was like 3 million times better than meeting for the academic affairs.
Thank you. Representative Brubaker?
For the IT committee, at RHA this week, there were a lot of complaints about the Ethernet cables not working. Or I don't know if it was go through, but just wanted to bring that up.
Can anyone field that question? From IT? Representative Thompson?
They say exactly what they meant by the Ethernet cables, like the Ethernet cables that they sell at Wade and Fribley, or like internal building stuff?
Like the internal building stuff is not working for some reason.
Sure.
Just anytime anybody tells you an IT issue like that, just have them call the help desk. They really do listen to people that call, and so they'll get it fixed.
Okay.
And the number for that is?
368 help. 216
Representative Lupton?
I mentioned this last year. Can somebody, I don't know what committee this falls under, maybe Mid-Tree, but the parking garage elevators on north side are always horrible. They just, anytime I get on it, I'm scared that I'm not gonna be able to get off. Or, I don't know, or they don't work. So I'm just very, I don't know, I think that needs to be fixed.
Representative Bagat?
On the same note about administrative chat rooms, actually, I was confused because I thought we were meeting when the deans of our specific colleges. But I mean, I'd love the event either way. But I was wondering if we could do something like that as well, have administrative chat room, except to be the deans of the nursing school, the College of Arts and Sciences, or just have them there and we could do the same exact thing.
That is an event that we encourage all the caucuses to kind of orchestrate on a time that fits best into their schedule. So. Representative Atesholu?
This would be directed towards Mid-Tree, but I live in the Sigma Psi house, and we have a light in our bathroom that's out, and it's been out for about 2 weeks now. And I know I spoke to the house manager earlier, and she put in a couple of maintenance requests. The woman who comes and cleans our house for us, she put in multiple housing requests. The house manager called people, and we have another light that's currently flickering now.
Is there any response to that, Representative Pawlowski?
Just on a note, we do get word that the maintenance requests for Greek housing are to only go through house managers. And then if they have problems with that, they're to call maintenance and facility services directly. But
That's
won't
what
respond.
happened.
Representative Haas?
I work in Fribley, and that's Rhonda Henry's the person who gets those and sends them to whoever needs them. So if you really need a maintenance request filed correctly, if you go into Fribley and talk to Rhonda, she is the one that works with it, so it might be an extra step.
Representative Crawley?
I went into that Mid-Tree, that light number 19 of the blue lights is out.
Representative Sagawa?
I talked to Karen Quinn, who was the freshman USG rep last year, and she told me that each freshman representatives have a stipend of $25 to spend. Is that so true for this year?
Yes. The way that it works is it's a caucus fund and it's by representative. So if it's a 3-person caucus, you have $75 to spend for your caucus for the semester. So the first year caucus has $250. Yes. Shima?
So I think it was last Thursday, one of the elevators on top of the hill,
building. I think it was either Cush, I don't remember, but it went out at 6:30 at night, and the fire department didn't come until 10:30. I'm not sure. I think they said it was because they couldn't get a hold of the fire department, but students were in there for about good 4 hours. And I think that's just not okay. So yeah, they were stuck in the elevator. I don't know if they the button didn't work or if they the fire department just didn't come. But 4 hours being stuck in an elevator is ridiculous. So it's definitely something.
Can you be more specific as to what house residence hall?
I could check. I could ask people, but I think it was either Cush. But yeah, so they were stuck from 6:30 to 10:30. The fire department didn't come till 10.
Were they friends?
I'm sorry.
Yes, were they friends?
Were they? I have no idea. I don't know if it was one person or just, but yeah, it just kind of concerned me.
Representative In?
There have been many complaints made by many faculty members on marker shortages. They said that we do not have enough, and ones that we do have, they are run out of ink.
Is that in a specific building or department?
In classrooms in general.
Representative Brown?
Also going off the marker thing, the whiteboard in Clark 302 does not erase. It looks like permanent markers on there because it won't erase. So, I don't know if that goes too, but.
Wayne?
I want to ask, are there any smoking places near the KSL? Because my friend, he was smoking last night, just accidentally off KSL, and I think the police gave him a line ticket. So he asked me where he could smoke near the KSL.
Where can you smoke around KSL, you said? There's an area right by the Turning Point statue. I know that for a fact. You might want to look at that. It might be a close one. I know for a fact that the one that I know is there's one right next to the Turning Point statue, right next to the library field.
It's outside or inside?
It's outside. They're all outside, but there's no smoking area that's inside. That would be against the law.
Follow up.
Is that
I just
a
wanted to
Lupton?
say, you got a ticket, is that what she said?
Correct.
Then that's a great thing for USG because, our policies are actually, taking effect, so I'm excited about that.
Representative Haas?
Have we put someone on the committee for the library search?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's that now?
Vice President Weber.
Okay.
Yep. And to that note, there will be a list of all the committees that all USG members will be, are on. That will be forthcoming within the next 2 weeks, hopefully.
Representative Begat?
Motion to close on the floor.
Second.
Okay. Is there anyone to deliver the advisor's report? Colleen is not present. President Pindar?
Yeah, Colleen's not here. She has a event with her sons, but she just wanted to let you all know that the learning outcomes that she mentioned during the retreat will be passed out, will be distributed this week. So please respond to that email when she sends it out. It's very important so we can see how we can further develop you guys as representatives. And then we'll do a follow-up late in November. Okay? That's it.
All right, we will move into announcements. Representative Lupton.
Real quick, I just want to let everybody know, Pizza Olympics is coming up in 1 month. The date that I talked to Jaylon about is October 22nd. It's a Thursday from 11 to 1:30. There's no longer a provost hour, but we feel that this is still a good time. Also, I'd like to thank, real quick, Representatives Ali Pulaski, Jaylon Teglu, Megan Patel, and Hockey for their help, their chairs in the Pizza Olympics Committee. But I don't know, all I'm trying to say is get excited.
Representative Crawley.
If anyone is interested in being in the Vagina Monologues, we're looking into making it into a student organization to increase the outreach and to increase the ability to do more service. So please let me know if you're interested. It's a really phenomenal opportunity. This will be my my third year doing badge bonds, and it's amazing. So you should come talk to me about it, and you can see a little signature on my sheet. So it's cool.
Representative Teschler.
Along with the point on Peace Olympics, I'd also like to thank Max Motor and Drew Baker because they both volunteered to come with me to my meeting with Arlette, and neither of them were really signed up for Peace Olympics. Also, on that note, I also would love to know, or it would be helpful to have other people who are interested, even in tiny little tasks, to actually involve in the event on the day of the event. So please let us know.
Representative Zhang.
Also, for Peace Olympic community, please stay afterwards for a couple minutes at GA.
Representative Begat.
On the note that Pierre mentioned about the representatives running in the 5K race, I will be running. I'll be having a USG cape, or Representative Tycon said she'd give me a chicken suit. Either way, I'll be representing USG, so if I'm in a chicken suit, I'd like someone else representing USG as well.
President Pinder.
All right, so two things. One-on-one meetings. I want to meet with every single representative. A lot of you have done it. Raise your hand if you've met with me one-on-one. It's great, isn't it?
It's awesome.
Thank you. So if you haven't met with me, you need to, I'll be looking out. I have a list of people who haven't met with me, so you know who you are. Please, please, please meet with me. Again, just reminders, Students in University Dress, next Tuesday, pick up a flyer, play friends. Oh, and then SIGEP is having a flag football tournament, so please sign up. I was told to. Okay?
Vice President Nguyen.
Committees at 5 will be having their 25th walkathon for the Diabetes Association of Greater Cleveland. It is October 10th at 1 if you sign up. It's $5 an individual, $4 for a group skater or more. First 100 get a free t-shirt.
Vice President Sanford.
Take colors, please. They're right there. There are Student State of the University dress ones, and there are also homecoming nomination flyers, because it's that time again. So we need nominations for our homecoming court. Speaking of that, we need 2 people to represent USG on homecoming court. So if you want to nominate someone, please come see me after GA.
Do we want to do that now?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Nominations are now open for Homecoming Queen. Representative Teschler.
I'd like to nominate Jackie Sanford.
Second.
Second. We don't even second nominations. Are there any other nominations for Homecoming Queen?
I'd like to first.
Yes.
I want to nominate Jaylon.
Second.
All right. Are there any?
Any second?
All in.
On for the queen.
This isn't really Robert's rules. If we're calling the previous question, all in favor of ending discussion? We don't have to end discussion. Are there any other nominations? Yeah.
Are we voting on this right now?
Do we need an answer now? I think they need an answer like this week.
Okay, then follow-up point with Creek, do either of you have like objections to running because of like it would create a split ticket because both Creek affiliated? Or are you?
This is kind of complicated. Should we even?
Do both of the candidates accept their nominations, knowing that? Yes? Okay. Are there any other nominations? Okay. Then, we don't need to pass out ballots. Can we do heads down, hands up? All right. We'll do a heads down, hands up vote.
Okay, go down.
So please put your heads down. We can pass out ballots if you guys want. I got 10 minutes.
Thumbs up?
Yeah, but
Whatever you want to do. Please put your heads down.
thumbs up.
Do not peek.
This is hard to see.
If you would like to vote, put your head down.
Just raise
If you
your
would like-
hand.
if you- Only the head table will be counting these votes. So if you would like to vote for Jackie Sanford for USG's Homecoming Queen nominee. Okay, hands down. And if you would like to vote for Jaylan.
You cannot vote twice. Okay.
Okay, hands down. And heads up. Congratulations, Jackie Sanford. We will open nominations for Homecoming King. Representative Bagat.
I'd like to nominate Mitchell.
Second.
Do you accept?
Wait, what?
He declines. Senator Patel.
I would like to nominate Speaker Douglas.
Are there any other nominations? Representative Bagat.
President
Are there any other nominations?
No one back here.
Yes.
Nominate Representative Oshawa.
Okay.
Fine. Do you accept? He accepts. Representative Perlowski.
I would like to nominate Representative
Representative Bagat.
Representative Bell.
Second.
I need to write these down. Hold on. You have it?
Yep.
Okay. Representative Baisley.
Nominate Representative Downey, and since he's not here, he has to accept.
I agree.
Oh, wait, how are we gonna elect?
Was that yours?
Oh.
Vote. I guess.
Yes.
Who?
Bagat. Gary.
I'm not even allowed to do that.
Senator Iannetti.
I'd like to nominate Vice President Wang.
Point of inquiry?
Yes.
Is it possible for all of them to run on a split ticket, like the USG?
The men of USG.
Oh my God.
No. But that would be
One
sweet.
person.
They'd have a separate rocket car for all of us. Any other nominations? Okay, I can't count votes if I'm nominated, so I think I'm gonna have to decline.
No, I'll count. You can just put your head down.
Heads down.
Okay. Okay, we have Speaker Douglas, Representative Lupton, Representative Asaf, Representative Bell, Rep. Downey, and Rep. Bagat. You got that? You got your vote? Okay, ready?
Would you prefer email
I would
since there's
prefer
so many?
email.
She would be flooded with email.
Okay.
I'd be flooded with
She's gonna be
emails.
flooded with email.
Okay, let's do that.
Go.
Okay.
This meeting's going to like 30 people.
Speaker Douglas. Representative Lupton. Representative Bell. Representative Asaf. Representative Bagat. Okay, guys. Winner is Representative Lupton.
So please, when you have the option, vote for the USG ticket of Keith Lupton and Jackie Sanford, homecoming king and queen. If there are no more announcements, I have a few very quick ones. Seeing none. First off, thank you all for dressing up. You guys look great. I do appreciate that. Please don't share my story. I do need to see very quickly after assembly. I know there's a lot of meetings after this. I need to see the speakers though right away, because then I know we all need to go to other meetings. The caucus speakers for literally like 30 seconds up here. And finally, to announce our new additions to the General Assembly, the Vice President of IT. Congratulations to Skylar Thompson. College of Arts and Science, congratulations to Dennis Matthews. And from the College of Engineering, congratulations to Emily McEachran. And with that, are there any other announcements? Representative Hammond. Go, really quick.
All right. If anybody has any more nominations, please send them to me. And, well, you can send them to Mega too, but please send them to me because there's a really big split in communication and I need to know. So, yeah,
okay.
Thanks.
We're adjourned. Oh.
From our common room.
We get to adjourn. We have to.
Yeah.
Exact 5 minutes.
Sounds like a lawsuit. So Cassie just texted me and said, I'm watching you.
For the Peachtree Kids community, please come here. Peachtree Kids.
Excuse me, a published paper, okay? Submitting your top answer with this. Yeah. Let me help the arm solid here.
I was wondering if somebody was going to bring up that network because I was having issues also. They say it's like a network.
Did you get the email about SI nomination? Wow, look at Matt Spit. I love the jacket.
Thank you. I like the jacket.
30 seconds. I don't want them. You nominate someone? I understand. I don't. Oh, yeah.
What's my attendance like? Because I know there's one where I missed 12, but I was there.
They actually had it.
Yeah, because a lot of them are
I tried to do it over the summer because I installed 6 Quivit Windows 7 this weekend. I was like,
So, what is your schedule this time? For everyone, is anyone on the council?
This Sunday.
I can't.
Oh, I think I love the boat. I was like, thanks.
I was getting concerned because like the discussion seems to take a really long time.
Whose ass do I have to kick?
Yeah, we can choose like the When? When? 9 p.m.? Where?
Starbucks and
Okay, so just near the KCL one.
the one
Okay.
this Sunday night.
Yeah. 9 p.m., right?
9 p.m. Parker. Thank you.
Let's roll, Benny.
It's so perfect.
I would like to go home at some point on Friday. I guess not needing to be short. Apparently we don't need meetings anymore, we're above that. Yeah, I thought the deal was Tuesday. And it was 6 a.m. I know I did that. Where did I? 6 a.m. I mean, if I was 6 It worked for me. It's fine.
Meeting at 12.
He just left, I was like, okay.
So you guys $25. Yeah, so we'll add you to the list and everything, and then.
Thank you for letting me know. Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right, so just a couple things.
Mr. Mine.
One. And that was really
Yes,
How are you?
It's okay. I came and I just told her it's cool.
Second thing is, please stay engaged throughout the entire meeting. I don't want to hear anybody.
No, I mean, you don't need
hyping up for stuff.
Like,
or
closer to the event, then you need to correspond. But right now, I can't just. That's my favorite game.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Did I tell you that? Yeah. Stinger is my favorite game.
What time are you gonna be there tomorrow?
Yeah, Bucky, is that gonna be cool? 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock.
Or
Honestly,
6:10?
Yeah, 6 somewhere.
That's fine. 6:10 on Tuesday.
Okay.
See if that's gonna be. Hey, Mega.
I will.
6:10 on Tuesday.
I will send an email about that.
I know you have.
I need to make sure that they got their room down there.
But I'd like to meet for like 3 minutes so everybody knows what a lot of that. Jackie, you must talk. We never. I don't even know what I don't know any. So. I don't know. I would just have to work with you. I haven't really lost it. Yeah. I'll definitely get ready.
Wait, can you compare to me? Yeah. I need the joking thing.
This is random because I didn't know
I'm coming here.
I didn't know you were students. I can't even remember.
I didn't think.
Pretty legit.
I told Chris, I was like, should we be doing this stuff?
No, I'm actually excited. I think my point was pushing.
I could just like submit the letters, you know?
Do it.
Hey, does anybody want VP Scott? Oh, you haven't been sworn in, so you're not VP elect. One piece of stuff there. Because I can't eat the whole thing. Would you like? Oh, you already eaten. Okay. I'm gonna give it Pat. I'll give it. I don't have to do this. Okay. Well, this is for sorry, I asked you a question.
I was like, you threw me for a loop there, but.
Because that's one thing that Apple. That's one thing that Apple has been working. So I had to hit on a weak point. I knew you. I mean, I stuck up.
No problem.
No, Chris gave me.
I have my umbrella. Covered, literally.
Just want to make sure I'm on the wrong.
We're covered, literally.
We're actually excited and we're the annuals tonight.
That's a really nice jacket. Really nice jacket. I really want it. What brand is it? High school was enough. Gary nominated, didn't he?
Well,
Told him to?
yeah.
No, I'm good. I already have a hat.
I know.
See ya.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright, so, you have 3 goals, and, one of the goals was to start. So, we're gonna start. Anybody's gonna be our friends. We can all be able to pass that.
And then on the coffee stuff.